Welcome back to Afiliyado podcast. So this right here is part 2 to episode 10. So basically, guys, it was all supposed to be just one episode, but as soon as we started talking about the paranormal stuff, the power went out. So first it was just the lights, and then we would turn them on and keep recording. Then all the power in the studio went out. So everything that we had plugged in stopped working, like the camera, the lights, and the microphones too. So we pretty much had to wait for the power to come back on. And then we saged the studio. Then after that, we were able to finish part 2 of Afiliyado's interview. So thank you guys for coming back to check out the second part. So this is part 2 of episode 10. And we're back. Hey guys, sorry about that, guys. So as soon as we started talking about paranormal, the lights cut out, and then we fixed the lights, and then the camera cut out. So
the spirits heard us.
The spirits heard us. So taking that into consideration, I figure we should change the subject for now, right?
Yeah, and you know that's funny. This ain't the first episode where y'all talking about paranormal shit and then something happens or something shuts off. Like I know it's a lot of technology we working with and it happens. Yeah, but it's just crazy that it happens while we're talking about paranormal stuff. That's how you know he got all the spirits just chilling right here with us.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, we might have to split it up into 2.
Oh, part 1, part 2. Oh, that's tight. Yeah, I'm with it.
So then, okay, cool. So the next topic real quick. Out of the Scorpion Tarot candles, which one would you say is your favorite candle that you've ever got from Scorpion Tarot?
Man, I'm gonna let them take a wild guess. Nah, you feel me? The money candle. Yeah. So if you listen to people, if you that listen to my music, y'all know it's the money candle because I reference the money candle in so many songs. Yeah, it's even on my new album, on my intro. I shout out the podcast and all that. But cool. It's money candle. Like the other candles is dope. Don't get me wrong; they're all dope ass candles. But at this point that I'm at in life, all I need is income right now. Yeah. And you feel me? So I love the money candle. And it's work, like the first quick little story, to share with the people in case you're because I used to be like, what? Like when I was learning about all this spirit stuff, it's not that I was like denying it, but it's kind of like, I'm the type of person that just, like, I think outside the box and I call bullshit a mile away. So I used to be like, man, I don't know. Like, is this going to work? But then when my brother told me, hey, you just got to believe in it. Yeah. So I started taking all that out of my head. Like, okay, you know what? Just believe for a second. Just really be optimistic about it and believe. And then the first time I got a money candle, it's crazy because that same week, I came up on the car, Like we weren't mobile. I didn't have a car for a good minute. Me and my ex were doing bad. And we lit I was telling my brother about it, and he hooked me up with a money candle, lit it, and literally, it wasn't even like a whole week later. It was literally like 3 days later, like a couple days after lighting the candle. And I'm not going to say the whole circumstance, but, we came up on the vehicle, and I didn't have to pay nothing for it. Like, it was so crazy how that happened. That made me a believer. From there, I'm like, you know what? Money candles it is. That's gonna be my one. So, when he told me to make the dollar for the money candle, I was juiced. That's why I went so hard on it, because I'm like, you know what? It's my favorite candle I got to, man. And any real person that loves money, that's gonna be the go-to right there.
Yeah, that's true. And because I remember we were in the kitchen, the candle was still burning.
It was when it happened. Yeah.
The candle was still his money candle was still burning, and we're in the kitchen. And he goes, hey, them candles right there, they work. And then he told me the whole thing about how they got a free car, basically.
Yeah, off that shit. And then apart from the money candle, my brother also put me on, I brought this one from the casa. Oh, yeah. I had to bring the money jar. Yeah. The money jar go hard too, because once I started like really getting clients in for tattoo, and my brother, he gifted this to me and was like, hey, this is for your business. Yeah. He's like, all you got to do is shake it and then speak whatever you want to happen with, income wise, try to speak it into existence. And, there's a reason I brought it today with me, because I was like, you know what? I know this has helped me out a lot, So this is another favorite one of mine. Anything with money, though, you feel me? But money candle is the one, man.
Yeah, no, especially, with you having all the businesses you have, you know what I'm saying?
Another thing, what I think is dope about the money candles is how when you do pop-ups, and you always, promote that. Before it's good for when he does his podcast. I mean, it's not his podcast, his pop-ups. He lights it right before the event. Yeah. So that attracts the money spirits and shit to attract money and shit. And then a lot of other vendors see that, and they be like, you know what? Let me get on it too. So that's another thing when you better start your day, or even if you got a business, you're like, hey, you know what? Today's gonna be a good day. Let me light up a money candle. The spirits is there, man. They gonna clock in.
Yeah, that's true. And remember that one time we went to Fresno?
Yeah,
we went to Fresno. Yeah. So this one time we were vending.
Fresno was dope.
Yeah, it was pretty fun, man. It was hella fun. So we go all the way to Fresno, right, which is 3 hours away. So it was me, Affiliate, and our sister Erica. So we go all the way to Fresno, and then towards the end of it was kind of like a evening/night event, right? It was kind of like a night event. So towards the end of the night, when it's like dying out, there's not a lot of people. I told him, I was like, watch, I'm gonna light this copal right here, and it's gonna bring people to the table. Soon as I lit the copal, right?
Yes.
It got lit at our booth, man.
Instantly, like soon as he lit it, some guy came up and was like, hey man, he was native. He was native, huh?
Yeah,
he was native. He's like, I know what that is. That was my first day knowing about copal, because my brother has so much services that I don't know very detail about each one. But the day he lit it, I was like, damn, what the fuck is that? He's like, this is copal. And I was like, okay. And he explained it what it was. And then as soon as he explained it to me, some native guy walked up and was like, oh, that's copal.
Yeah.
And he knew about it. He was talking about it. And I was like, damn. And I swear to God, after that, hella people started gravitating towards the booth. And I was just like, okay, copal is. So, I had to bring some home that night too. Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, heck yeah, man. Heck yeah, that night was hella fun. So the next question I had for you, this is a question that I know a lot of people ask you. So I figured it would be good to ask you here so that in case they're watching, make sure you guys, tune in and check out the answer. So I know this is a question a lot of people ask you. So how long have you been growing out your hair?
Shit. I can say about 8 years now.
Yeah.
Almost a decade. Yeah. I started, it was just on so growing up, I've always had a fade.
Yeah.
Other when I was a kid, my mama had gave me the paisa haircuts. I always had the little mushroom fro going.
Yeah.
But once I started, getting into my own, taking care of myself and everything, I started just always cutting my hair. It was just so easy. I've always had a fade. So I've had that haircut majority of my life. So I was like, you know what? Let me switch it up a little bit. So I was like, let me grow some hair. I started growing it. And once I got through the ugly phase, I was like, all right, I'm going to keep it. And, over time, it was just like, I was eventually going to cut it. But I just like longer hair, Like now I be keeping it in buns. But when it's braided, it looks so raw. And it's like... I do get annoyed with it sometimes, but that's because it's long as hell. Like it goes like towards the back of my thighs now, so it's pretty long. But yeah, it's been a long 8 years, and I've had several females tell me like, cut it. But I'm like, you know what? Nah, because like people my age, usually their hairline, they start losing it.
Yeah.
And I'm blessed. Like I know a lot of people that are younger than me that their hair's already falling out.
Oh, hey,
so I'm like, you know what? Let me just take advantage of this blessing and these good genes.
Yeah.
And let this motherfucker build out,
Yeah, no, that's true. Cause like when he does his hair in braids, it's long, guys. Like it's hecka long. Like I've been there when people are like, hey, how long is your hair and all that, like hella questions about your hair. So that's why I for sure wanted to ask you on here, because I know a lot of people have that same question. You know what I'm saying?
And the ladies love it.
Oh yeah. So shout out to posteriors.
Yeah. The posteriors for real. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be a word I'm gonna add to my vocabulary.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, take another one. The guys, when the camera died, I had to take me one more because
it's all good.
It was stressful. No, but so it's crazy because my brother right here. So this is one of the reasons why people don't.
Shit, my bad.
No, it's all good. So this is one of the reasons why people don't believe that we're really brothers. One, he has long ass hair. Two, I always shave my head bald. Every day I shave my head bald. So it's like we're complete opposites. Mm-hmm. So when people see us, they really don't believe that we're brothers. They're like, are you guys really brothers, or you guys just call yourself brothers? We're like, no, we're legit brothers.
Came out the same wound.
Yeah.
And it's just, I've been a little chubby guy my whole life, and my brother's always been the tall, skinny, buff one. So that's why a lot of people be like, y'all brothers, but nah, we came out the same womb. We grew up together, you feel me? We siblings for sure. Because, a lot of my homies, I call them brothers too. Like, that's my brother. But this is like my brother, like same bloodline.
Yeah, same parents and everything. Like people be like, what the? Like now that we're both hella tatted, they could kind of see it. But before they were like, no, you guys just call it. No, we're like, no, we're like blood brothers. Like we take a blood test and everything.
For sure, yeah.
The next question I got for you, because I know a lot of people were also probably wanting to ask you this question. So what is it like to have long hair? I know you kind of said it right now, but like just for people that weren't paying attention, what is it like having long hair?
It's actually like it can get annoying, but it just like, you know, a majority of girls have long hair. So a lot of girls always see my hair and they always come, hey, how long is your hair? You know, how long you been growing it? Type like that. So that's one thing, you know, like ladies love the hair.
Yeah.
Another thing is just, I ain't gonna lie, it's like, it's annoying most of the part. Maybe when it was a little shorter, it was cool. But now, like, when I shower, there's hair everywhere. When it's cold and, you know, I'll be showering, I got to keep my hair. Sometimes when I whip my hair back and it hits my back and all that cold water just hits my back, it's like, it'd be like, what the fuck? But other than that, you know, it's cool, you know, like, it feels like it's something I can fix. Like, it's really like a whatever thing, but it's more, I got it more just so I can have it in braids.
Yeah.
As an image thing. Like, I just wanted to switch up my look.
Yeah.
But yeah, having long hair is just like, I have it in a bun most of the time.
Yeah.
So I really can't say like, that's pretty much, I just always got it in a bun. So I don't really do too much with it unless I got like, I was supposed to get it braided today, but I just didn't have enough time. But usually when I get a show or I do a podcast appearance, I try to have it braided and all that. So it's pretty much just part of my image and shit. But I'll probably have it a little longer. Once I finally do decide, like if my hairline just starts receding more, I'm gonna eventually cut it off and then donate it to cancer patients, you know. That was always my main goal, you know, because our older sister had cancer. So I would see, you know, when she would wear wigs and I would know a lot about that, how a lot of people donate to Cancer Society so they can have actual long hair. So if you have long hair and you cut all that hair off, donate it for people that really need it, man. Don't just throw it away. You know, donate it to the Cancer Society, man, because they really need it, man.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And then, so pretty much it's just like, it's high maintenance, right? Like you got to stay on it.
Yeah,
right?
you got to stay on it. You got to wash it. I used to wash it every day, but somebody advised me that there's oils that I need to, to keep my hair healthy. Yeah. So they said they recommended for me not to wash it every day. And that kind of was like, cool, you know, because washing his hair every day takes so much damn time. Damn. So I started going to like every other day I'll wash it, you know, and that's true. You know, I noticed the change in the healthiness of it, you know. It's crazy because I never knew about hair like that until I started growing it. I never knew what the difference between shampoo and conditioner were until I started growing my hair. Like I thought it was just shampoos in general, but once I grew it, I realized that shampoo is to clean it, conditioner is to make it smooth and silky to where you can actually run your fingers through it. So I never knew that until I started growing my hair. So I learned a lot of tips, you know. So yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, no, I feel you, man, because you know, usually most of us guys we don't know all that.
Yeah,
you know,
I've never had long hair till now, you feel me? So it's like growing, it's a whole new world, you know, and it's just, other people with long hair always see it and be like, hey, you know how long you been growing your hair? Yeah. But the only thing about it is a lot of people think I'm Tongan or Samoan.
Oh, yeah.
They always say, I thought you were an Islander. I thought you were, you know, Tongan and all that. I'm like, nope, 100% Aztec warrior.
Yeah.
Mexicano, Chicano, matter of fact, to be, you know, be real. Oh, and another fun fact, I'm the first generation Mexican American in the family. Yeah, true. You know, out of our family, I was the first American born here, you know, so... You know, it's only right that we gotta try to make it successful in life.
So another question that I know that a lot of the viewers have for you is, who would you say is your top 3 favorite artists?
Okay, man, I listen to a lot of music, so these are probably not gonna be my official top 3, but these is what the ones that come to mind right now. So a lot of people don't know. Maybe this is like not a top 3 because he doesn't rap anymore, but this is more of a honorable mention. Yeah. But Chameleonaire used to be my favorite rapper. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah. Chameleonaire was my one. Like a lot of people know him for Riding Dirty. Yeah. But out of the commercial success before he blew up, I was into his mixtapes when he was with the Color Changing Clique. He was rapping with Paul Wall. A lot of people don't know, but he started off with Paul Wall. Yeah. So so when I listened to all his old stuff and I fell in love with his whole style, like his music and all that. And then once he got signed, and I was like, really, like, I felt like I seen him come up from nothing to something, you know. And then I was like, man, that was like his lyricism. He's kind of like, I didn't get my style from him, but it influenced a lot of it. How he his lyrics are on point. When he raps, he comes in fierce. Bars after bars. His syllables are on point, but his hooks are so smooth.
Yeah.
He sings on his hooks. His singing voice is so smooth. Yeah. So me, you know, I add that a lot to my music. Like I'll rap, and then sometimes when the hooks come in, I'll soften up my voice and I'll harmonize it a certain way to where, you know, it sounds smoother. And, you know, I like a lot of music people influence me towards that, but he's an honorable mention. But like right now at this point, my number one favorite rapper is a rapper called Money Man.
Oh, okay.
He raps, but he's more like he's from Atlanta, so he kind of raps at a cadence to where it sounds like he's singing. Yeah. But he's speaking some knowledge. And Money Man, I listen to him a lot in the morning. He's actually my alarm when it comes on. It plays one of his songs, because if you listen to Money Man, he gives you a lot of advice on making money. He's actually the first rapper that ever got signed through Bitcoin, through to money that isn't official money. Yeah. So you know, he's a big influence. That's my number one artist. I still listen to him a lot to this day. Right now, I'm listening to a lot of Kevin Gates. You know, he just dropped a project. I love Kevin Gates. And then you know, I gotta show love to the Latin artists. I listen to a lot, you know, like, but when it comes to my Latin artists, like, it's very controversial, because it's like, this is one thing about Mexicans. Yeah. When you're Mexican, a lot of people just assume you're a certain color, a certain gangbanger. Yeah, so, but me, I'm such a music fanatic that I listen to both sides. You know, I listen to Southern rappers, I listen to Northern rappers. Yeah. Some people may not like it because, you know, that, oh, you support this side and that side. But bro, I'm a music fanatic at the end of the day. Growing up, I used to listen to a lot of Southside rappers. I listen to a lot of North Bay rappers right now, you know. So, and like Little One just dropped a CD recently. That CD is so hard. Yeah. And he's an old, you know, I remember hearing the Little One back in the day. Yeah. But, you know, I'm listening to, I'm going to save the third spot of my top artists. I'm going to just say Latin Chicano artists in general, you know, because it's like, I listen to so much, and there's so much underrated artists. Like from the North Side, you know, I listen to Acito, I listen to Bands, shout out Bands. I listen to, you know, GB, Gases. There's a lot of dope artists through their side. Same thing with, you know, the Southsider side. You know, I'll slap some Chitoranas, I'll slap some Lefty Gunplay. He be going crazy, Rowdy Rax. I'm such a music fanatic that I don't care about the politics. I like good music. Yeah. You know, and so for the third spot, I'm just going to leave it open for Chicano rappers at that, or Latin, because a lot of people up here don't like being called Chicano. So I'm just going to go, you know, Mexican-American rappers from Cali. That's what I'm listening to. Matter of fact, I'm just going, this is off the wall from the Cali part, but Mexican OT go hard.
Oh, yeah, he does.
A lot of people say that he's overrated, but if you listen to his wordplay and the way he rides the beat, like, he's so done. He's from Texas, so that's apart from Cali. But I'm a big Mexican OT fan, and like seeing, it's crazy how so much, like, his biggest haters are our own people. That's the crazy part. Like a lot of Latin pages, like, they talk shit about him, but at the end of the day, bro, he's putting on for Raza. Like, he's putting on for our people, and he's making us look good. He got nominated for a Grammy, his album, just last year. That's big. You name another rapper artist that recently got nominated for a Grammy. You can't name one, you know? So, you know, I'll just put Mexican OT right there, and that's current. So I got Money Man, and then I'm listening to Kevin Gates and Mexican OT. That's my top three. My bad, I'm rambling on, but I'm such a music fanatic that I had to go in detail about it. Because even when we were doing Sack Reacts, like, we were showing love to Southsider artists, and, you know, a lot of Northerners people was like, why are you showing them love? But I'm like, bro, like, keep the politics aside. It's music at the end of the day, you know, and I love music. I love, you know, growing up, you know, Mr. Sancho was one of my biggest influences. Like, he was my favorite Chicano rapper when it come to, you know, down there. And like, you knew that, you know, I was slapping all of his shit, and he was like, you know, to this day, I still be, a lot of people say I got my style from him, but like, I really listen to a lot of his shit. And, you know, I also like listening to rappers that don't rap about all gangbanging on their shit. You know, like, if you're constantly, oh, this and that, banging your hood, it's so cool. I'll slap some of it. But like, I'm not listening to it because of that. If you can just make a good song where you just talk about shit that I can relate to, I'll slap it, you know? So yeah, that's pretty much it for that part, you know. But shout out all the up and coming Mexican American rappers, man, because they watching us right now.
Because you know, it's about the music, it's about the vibe. You know, it's not about, you know, having beef with nobody. It's not about, it's just, hey, this sounds good. this puts me in a good mood, I'm gonna bump that, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
and motherfuckers are still probably gonna watch this and be like, "Oh, he listens to them."
Yeah.
But you know, I'm a grown ass man. I can listen to what I want to listen to, and people know I don't bang no colors or none of that.
Yeah.
You know, I just grew up on the block. That ain't even a gang. It's just a block we grew up on, and I like representing where I'm from. You know, but apart from that, I don't get into gang politics.
Yeah.
It's all strictly music. You know.
Yeah, it's all music and it's all business, man. You know what I'm saying? Cool. So the next question that I know that a lot of the fans that are watching, a lot of your followers that have been following you for a minute, so they would want to know, what is your favorite movie or movies? Plural.
Favorite movie? Okay, yeah, because I do. So right now, like if I were to just be like, okay, if my favorite movie I can just put on anytime and just still laugh my ass off, 40-year-old Virgin.
Oh,
have you ever seen it?
Yeah.
That movie is so funny to me.
Yeah,
I don't know why. It's just Steve Carell, man. He's a very good actor and he's a very funny comedian. And if you haven't watched 40-year-old Virgin, go. I just told Erica about it. I was sending her clips because she has never seen it.
Yeah.
But that's my favorite movie. Like when I go to sleep, majority of the time I'm putting that on. Apart from that, I'm just gonna give you top 3. I got that. That's my all-time favorite right now. It's either Superbad. Superbad's another one of my. I'm very much into comedy movies, you know. But apart from comedy, for the third, I'm just gonna put Marvel movies.
Oh yeah,
any Marvel movies. Like growing up, like it's just nut. Have you seen the '97 X-Men, the new cartoons?
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
is it good?
bro, it's so good. So growing up, my brother, he's the one that got me into X-Men. Like I remember growing up, he would have like so many cards, and then like the first time I ever heard of the Black Panther was years ago when he had multiple cards of them. I remember he would have extras and give them all to me. So I remember having multiple Black Panthers, and I remember being like, okay, I know all these characters, you know, and then years, you know, he had all the toys. He would keep them in packages. I would always want to play with them, and he would be like, no, they're going to be worth money in the future. Don't open them. So he would, you know, he'll give me all his throwaways, but I was so much into Marvel, but it was just the action figures and the, you know, the X-Men cartoon. And then, you know, years later, like when the Marvel Cinematic Universe started coming out with all this shit, I was like, okay, that's dope. You know, I knew more about X-Men, but that's how I eventually learned about Thor and, you know, Captain America and all that. But then once MCU bought out Fox, and they mentioned X-Men coming to the MCU, I was like, oh, it's over. And then they just did the X-Men '97, which is actually, if you watch the X-Men cartoon from back in the day, it ended with Professor Xavier dying. So the X-Men '97 starts right from where it ended. So it's like, if you remember how the show was, it starts off right, and the animation is a little bit better, but boy, the fighting scenes are so dope. Like I used to think Cyclops was underrated for being in the leader of X-Men. But man, like the first episode, like you gotta watch it, man. The first episode of X-Men '97, they have this clean ass scene where Cyclops starts beating up all these fools, and the animation is so much better than how it used to be. Like I swear, like as soon as I seen that scene, I said, oh, this is gonna be a dope show. So movie wise, 40-year-old Virgin, Superbad, and then any Marvel movie, man. And it's crazy because the reason I know about Marvel is because of his influence, you know. Yeah,
true. So would you recommend the X-Men '97?
Yes, definitely. Cool. Even if you've never watched the previous cartoons, you still, because I used to watch the cartoons, but I don't remember how it ended. So I went into this one kind of like being like, what happened at the end? But they explained it, everything, you know. So watch it. In the 2 episodes were the first ones when they first dropped last week. A new episode should be sometime this week. But they already released 2 episodes for sure that I know of. And they were dope, man. Like it brought back so much nostalgia. Some of the voices from back in the day, 4 of them, they brought them back to this one.
It's the same voice.
So like Storm, Cyclops, Wolverine, and I forgot which other one.
I think Rogue.
Rogue. See, he knows. Rogue. They're all the same character. So when I was watching the show, I was having so much nostalgia, like spasms hitting me. I was just like, this is crazy. Like I wish you was there watching it with me, because I know you know about that. But that's what got me excited for Deadpool. That's why I'm excited for the new one coming out. But yeah, that's about it, you know.
And the old X-Men show that he's talking about the original one from the '90s, the one that's like everybody talks about, the song, the theme song, all that. So that's what he's talking about. He's talking about, yeah. So he's talking about that original one from the old school 90s. That's what he's referring to because back then we were just little kids watching that. Yeah.
So and a question I had for you: do you still have those X-Men characters?
Those X-Men
yes.
Yeah.
That's crazy because I remember my favorite one from the ones you had packaged was Beast.
Oh, Beast.
So
then
when I remember the Beast because the Beast was, I think I opened it or it was opened on accident and you got hella mad.
Yeah.
You was like, why'd you open it? But then I always remember that. But then when I seen the Marvels, I don't know if you've seen the Marvels, spoiler alert. If you've seen the Marvels, Beast from the X-Men cartoons comes out on the Marvels at the end. Oh, so when that happened and then the X-Men 97 came out, all the prices from the previous toys rose up. So right now the price has gone up. So I instantly thought about all the toys you had. So I was like, I know this fool still has the toys and they're worth so much money right now. So you should like look into that. But you know, that was just, you know, some message.
Message. Hey, I even still have the old Iron Man from the old Iron Man cartoon from the 90s. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. He had all of them, man. Like, he was a real collector from X. The only reason I'm into comics and shit like that is because of him.
Yeah, and you know where I got him at? Flora Mall.
KB Toys?
Mall. Yo, KB Toys. I still have him in the KB Toys bag. In the bag, yeah.
What, the bag?
The original bag.
I bet you that 90s. Bag. I bet you could sell that bag for some shit.
Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's straight classic right there. Classic memories.
Hell yeah.
If you could go back 10 years from today, go back 10 years. What would you tell your younger self? What would you tell the younger Afiliyado?
I would tell myself, start tattooing now.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's one thing I regret is, I mean, I don't regret, but, you know, I wish I would have started earlier. And it's crazy. I've always thought about tattooing even years ago, but I never was like, I didn't think too much of it. But that's something I would tell if I could go back 10 years, I'll be like, bro, start tattooing right now. I would also tell myself, you better get in a weird ass, long ass relationship. Just stick for three years. Don't give it 6 years. Stick for 3 years and then call it that, you know, because you got to go through certain experiences in life. Message, yeah. You know, you got to, but not even in just, some people may be more than 3 years, but me, I did 6 years and 3 of those years were only happy years. So, you know, I would still do it, you know, because everybody has to go through those experiences in life to grow. Yeah. But I would just shorten that span. That and then, you know, I would tell myself, work on you on Music Wise only. Yeah. Because people rappers that I was rapping with 10 years ago, a lot of them are not around right now. Yeah. Message. So at the end of the day, like what benefited me the most is just focusing on myself. Bettering yourself, you know, and it's nothing wrong with helping others. Yeah. But when you're helping others more than you're helping on yourself, that creates a problem. So I learned that the hard way. Yeah. And that's where I'm currently at right now. I'm working on myself, and a lot of people are, you know, like even with COVID helped out with that. It helped a lot of people stick to themselves and start working on themselves, you know. And shout out COVID. You know what's another thing I had in mind, like when it comes to COVID? I'm lucky I didn't start tattooing until after COVID. Yeah. Because just imagine if I was tattooing before COVID and then I had to take that whole ass hiatus. Yeah. But I would have still wish I would have tatted 10 years ago. But that's what I tell myself. Mainly tatting. Because I know, imagine if I was 10 years deep right now. Woo! Yeah, no, and it's true because there's a lot of people watching right now that they're having to decide between their significant other or their business. See, this is the thing though. Like sometimes a significant other says that they're not slowing you down. Yeah. But in my circumstance, it wasn't slowing me down, but I was so much into like, you know what? This is my family. Yeah. Let me focus on this. I started really focusing on my craft, and then it started getting so toxic that I was just like, I started taking my mind off of what I was really working on. And then it sucks to say that a relationship that happened, but in reality, it's always going to happen. You know, like, you know, you got to, if you get in a relationship, so if you're thinking about getting in a relationship right now and you have a lot of shit going for yourself, think twice about it. I'm not saying that like, oh, don't get into it, you know, but you got to be prepared to give a lot of time to that individual. Because if you don't, they're going to feel like you don't want them, and it's just going to create more drama. And I learned that the hard way, you know, so like, it's sad to say, once I became single, I really like up an ante on everything I was doing because I had more time to myself. And yeah, you know, like, but some people get lucky and find that one that really is all in and supports them and doesn't give you no drama. Yeah. You know, hey, by all means, you know, to each his own, handle that. Yeah. But that's always even me knowing from experience is still a certain, it's still like a tough situation to really base situations on.
Yeah.
Because you never know. It just depends on who the person you're with.
Yeah.
But it does suck that a lot of times when people do get into relationships, it does affect your business growth,
Yeah.
you know? And it's like, I learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
And that's why, you know, even when one of your episodes, like they were talking about if you will have kids in the future, and you know, you're focusing mainly on your business right now. If you had kids, bro, like we wouldn't be here this long. We probably would have to cut it already. Like, hey, bro, my babysitter's calling me. I gotta go get the kids. You know, and it's not a bad thing. You know, no pun intended to people that do have kids. It's a beautiful thing. I still want kids in the future. I want kids before I turn 40. You know, but because kids is a beautiful thing. But you know, right now I'm trying to grow right now, and it'll just be in the way. Yeah. So just if you got something going for you, you know what's gonna happen. Yeah. Work on that first, and then focus on that later, because it's always gonna come. You know, it's like life is short, but you know there's years to come. Just take care of yourself and work on it, and it's all gonna come. You know.
Yeah, that's true. Because none of us are against like relationships and love and all that. You know, we believe in all that, but from a business point of view. Like me, myself, I'm not speaking for nobody else, but like for me, myself, I know that if I was married or with kids right now, we wouldn't be on here right now. Yeah. I like all the money that I spent on all this equipment would have went to something else. Yeah. Diapers. So, yeah. So it's like, so in my situation, I feel that, okay, once this blows up, then I can focus on the whole, family thing. But it's like, for now, I need to focus on this first. Once this is popping, then I could party. Then I could, right now, Saturday night, what am I doing? I'm right here. I'm working, Working. Like once everything blows up, then on a Saturday night, then I could be out partying. Right now, I can't party. I'm busy, taking care of business. So that's true, like for the business owners that are watching right now, that, they might be in that situation, or they might kind of be in the situation of like, oh, okay, I want this, but I also want this. Yeah.
No, and it's, at the end of the day, it's all, you just got to adapt to your situation, you know. But from me, someone that was, in a relationship, just came out of a 6-year relationship, and it slowed my music down a little bit. It was kind of, I even with tattooing, like I would have clients, but then I would get nervous when I would have female clients because my ex, she wasn't insecure or like jealous, but you would still feel uncomfortable, like okay, I can't talk too much to this client because I don't want to make someone feel bad. You always have that at the back of your head, holding you back from what you really want to do. So there for me, right now I'm just like, you know what, just do me, focus on myself. And I ain't gonna lie, I feel freer, and then it's like, but it's, everybody has their own situation. If you're in a situation where it's benefiting you and your lady holding you down, hey, you lucky, man, you blessed to have that. And, take care of that. But, like it's a sticky situation when it comes to that. But we all go through our own experiences.
Yeah, because for example, like you don't want to be hey, cheers, cheers. I left my shot glass back in there.
Yeah, it's good.
But like for example, you don't want to have one of your tattoo customers come over and then they feel uncomfortable
because my girl's right there staring at them.
Yeah, and then it's like you need that money from the tattoo to pay this bill, that bill.
Definitely.
But then you don't want to. So now the customer feels uncomfortable. Now they might not want to get another tattoo from you. So you're kind of put in that little situation of, okay, pay the bills with this money or choose this person and let that money
keep my lady happy. You know, it's just like it's always a lot of contradicting circumstances, but sometimes people got to go through that to learn. I did, so now I know what to do in the future. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you've been through your situations where you like, right now you've been single and look, you holding it down. Yeah, it's like, but. No pun intended to relationships. The healthy relationships keep doing y'all thing. It's a beautiful thing, man.
Yup. And if your relationship's not working out that much, Scorpion Tarot got candles for that.
Yes.
He's got plenty of products for that.
For real, that's what we ain't even done the sponsors on the candles, exactly. Man. Let them know about the candles.
Exactly. So real quick, speaking of our sponsor, Scorpion Tarot. So today, since we're talking about business and his multiple businesses and giving out advice for business owners, Scorpion Tarot sponsored us with these 2 candles, the Abre Caminos, the money candle, and also the Florida water. So the Florida water gets rid of negative stuff, right? So before we recorded this episode today, this table right here, I wiped it down with Florida water. And I also sprayed some around the studio, to get rid of the bad vibes. Then we're going to light the money candle and the Abre Caminos candle, especially for Afiliyado, because we want since he took the little break of, he took the little hiatus, we want his businesses to blow up as soon as he comes back. So what are we going to do? We're going to recommend the money candle and the Abre Caminos candle.
Dope.
Soon as he comes back, he's going to get people wanting to do collabs. He's going to get people wanting to be on his podcast because he has his own podcast. He's going to get people that want to, listen to his music, buy a CD, buy his parties, get a new tattoo, So those two candles right there are good for business.
Yeah, dope. I know. This is the Abre Caminos right here. To people that don't know, Abre Caminos means open road.
Yeah.
In Spanish, it's in Spanish, but in English it means open road. You feel me? And then it has words on here where you actually get the candle. You can read all that and you see what it's up on. And then the infamous money candle, man.
Yeah. And then he also the money jar, right? Where the money jar right there also helps with business too.
So quick question. How long are these good for?
So pretty much those are good indefinitely. But it's good to rework them. Like for example, right now how you were shaking it, it's good to shake it every now and then. It's good to light a money candle on top of it, an Abre Caminos on top of it or next to it. So it's good to work it, but it's pretty much good indefinite. Yeah,
because when he gave me this one, I swear to, like, I'm not even trying to be funny, like, business started looking good. He gave me this and he gave me a pouch. What are the pouch?
Oh, the Mojo bag.
It's a Mojo bag. That's the name of it. I still got it. I still carry it in my bag every day. And I feel like, since then my business is to this day increasing. So I keep that with me and I believe that's, the spirits are helping me out with that. So, all that, like the products, man, clock in, man. Oh shit, excuse me. Clock in, man. The products are there, man.
That's when you know the tequila's hitting.
Yeah, it's good.
Cool. And then also our other sponsor, real quick, he's the one that made us these two dolls right here. Cheech and the Fool's Gone Wild, Little Mr. E.
Hey.
And right now he's making us a Chong doll. So that one should be up probably by the next episode. We might have it up here.
That's gonna be dope. Having them back there too, all three of them.
Yeah.
Woo, that's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
Hey, also, but look, he gave me this. Was this for my birthday or Christmas? I don't remember, but he made me. When I have my hair braided and when I had my hair dyed, I still got some red dye in there. It's not there, but when I get it braided, this is what it looks like. And he made a keychain out of it. With the mic, if you look, he got the chain on. That's a little Afiliyado right there. Yeah. He made that for me. I was like, what? And then, I came up on this one too. This is the Dark Face. Oh, yeah, Dark Face 208. This he got the little ocean spray pomegranate drink or whatever. No, not the pomegranate. What's the name of the drink?
I think it was
cranberry juice. Yeah, he got it right there. The skateboard, He's like he's very creative, and then this is one of my favorites right here.
Oh yeah,
the water tower for South Sac. Oh, that's clean right there. This is the city of trees. Fuck all that America's farm to fork. Nah, we city of trees, man.
City of trees.
Yeah, man. Shout out DZ Dolls, man. They come up with the best work. If you have something that you want to get done, like an idea, give it to him and he might work with you, man. Clock in.
Yeah, for sure. So we're going to tag him right here. Make sure you guys check him out. Check out his work. Man, he comes through for sure. Yeah. Cool. So now that we're coming up to the end of the show, is there anybody that you would like to shout out, give recognition to? Yeah, man. Shout out to Saca las Velitas.
Hey, you feel me? This is a dope ass podcast. Like, y'all better subscribe, man, because we on the way up, man. And
message,
yeah, for real, man. Subscribe, hit that bell, man. Comment, because it helps out. Y'all may think it's just a comment or whatever, but this is how it goes, man. If you see someone. Like, I'm like this. I've done this too. I'll see a video. If there's no comments, I'm kind of like, I don't want to comment. But if I see several comments, I'm going to join. Yeah. So think about it, man. If you take that first leap to show us a little love, leave a comment, other people going to see it and it's just going to build up. It helps out. Like, y'all don't understand. But, man, shout out to Saca las Velitas, man. Shout out Scorpion Tarot, come through, get a reading, all that shit. Get your Palo Santo, all that shit. Shout out DZ Dolls. Yeah. So you see the work, a whole bunch of entrepreneurship going on, man. Yeah. Shout out my Black Sky Entertainment family, shout out Javis, Payday 916, Ready 5500, Joey Cal. Cinco Brazen. Shout out Picasso, the real Picasso. That's my boy, man.
Yeah.
Pete Grateful. Who else? Shout out my little sister Erica.
Yeah.
She here, but she ain't here. You know, she was like, she gonna be in next time I'm here. She gonna be in here for sure.
Yeah.
But shout out her. You know, she doing her own Thug Thizzle. Who else, man? Shout out anybody that's working to make their life better, man.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, work on yourself, man. That's the point in life that we're both at right now.
Yeah.
Like we're trying to better ourselves, and you know, we're only getting older, man.
Yeah.
Make it happen today.
Yeah.
Like the only thing that's undefeated is time, man.
Yeah.
Time is undefeated, and make moves right now, man.
Yeah.
So and then shout out. Man, I got whole things to shout out, man. That's pretty much it, man. Just shout out everybody that's been getting tattoos for me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the tattoos, that's definitely an expanding business. And shout out to anybody that sponsors Saca Las Velitas, because you know this is his platform, but we all support it, man. You know, it's like we're all family in this thing, man. But that's pretty much it, man. That's all the shout outs I got right now.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah,
shout out all the sucias.
Yeah, all the sucias.
For real.
All the sucias that be sending in the posteriors, you know what I'm saying?
For real.
But seriously though, thanks to everybody who be tuning in. Thanks to everybody who be checking out, because you know all we're trying to do is put on for small business. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to help small business, the local business, the person that runs the business from their home. The person that when you buy something from them, they're able to put gas in their car with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hey, real talk, man.
Yeah.
And if you're a business and you want, you know, you see how we got the products right here.
Yeah.
If you want to get sponsorship, man, clock in, hit them up. And you know, we'll have your items right here, and we'll talk about it, give you a shout out. It's good, man. All we do is show love, man.
Yeah, heck yeah. We'll be drinking your drinks on air if you want us to. Shout you out. Cool, we got you, man.
I'm mad y'all ain't got the Jello shots. Last episode they had the Jello shots, and then what was the name of the cups? The baggies?
Slushy ones.
The slushy ones. Yeah, they had all that. I was watching the episode, like my mouth was getting watery. I was like, ooh, I wish they had that.
Yeah.
But you know, man. If you got a business, clock in with him, man, and then you know try to get your sponsorship on, man.
Yeah, for sure. Cool, man. So I can't wait to see you on the next episode, bro. Make sure you guys tune into the next episode. Again, this was episode 10, episode 55 for Afiliyado right here.
Saca las velitas.
His episode. So thank you for coming through, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
Making time for the pod.
It was a matter of time, man.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
So I don't want y'all to be like, why Philly is not in the family? Yeah. Y'all probably thinking I'm the black duck of the family. Like, why nobody fucking with it? But no, I was in the hiatus.
Yeah.
Now I felt like it. Now it's time, you know, and now we all in full effect. You know, I can't wait till we have the episode with us three, me, you, and Erica.
Yeah.
That one's gonna be dope, man. And then I'm gonna try to make it out there with them to LA too. When y'all going to LA in April?
Yeah. So 2 weeks from this weekend. So 2 weeks from today.
I might be out there with them. If I'm not, then it's good. If y'all have gifts for me, give it to them anyways. But nah.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Make sure y'all subscribe, man, comment, like all that. Peace. Yeah. Like I say on Sac Reacts, man, love, peace, and chicken grease.
Yeah.
Hey.